Members of the adventuring party have various roles such as attacker and healer. Rudd is the tank. His role is to draw all enemy attacks and protect other party members. It's the overlooked position of powerful adventurers, but Rudd turned it around. The most important thing for Rudd is his little sister Manisha, but his joyous fantasy is quickly interrupted by Neen, his fellow party member. He is daydreaming in the middle of the guild, making a mockery of their whole party. His love for his sister is over the top. Even Neen has noticed it over the years, disregarding everything else around him. She would love for him to show some interest in romance. Neen thinks he caught on to her hints, but he just says that there is no one cuter than Manisha, annoying her even more. In all seriousness, he focuses only on his sister because she has an incurable disease. His only hope is to obtain the wish-granting treasure that might be hidden in one of the labyrinths, but after yesterday's failure on his part, finding it seems impossible. But Neen defends him, saying that he did his job perfectly, but it made no sense how fast his absorbed shield was depleting. But it wasn't just yesterday. Lately, all the dungeons they enter, his shield starts to deplete really fast. Because of that, he uses a lot of potions and puts a lot of burden on Neen, the party's healer. Neen shuts him up, telling him he's the strongest tank with the best shield there is. With the strength of 99,999, he's an exceptional tank. At the same time, a commotion starts. The young hero Kailas enters the guild, slightly smirking. He sarcastically apologizes to Rudd for being late. He introduces his party to their addition to the team and instantly points out that labyrinth rules only allow parties of up to 6 people and counting in Lilia and Lily. This makes them 7, but Kailas mentions that they are cutting someone out. Rudd is dismissed from the party. The reason for that is Rudd is a useless tank. Yesterday he instantly lost a significant portion of his shield. Neen still tries to defend him, saying that even when Rudd is not hit, his shield is depleting. Something is going on, but Class is adamant, saying that Rudd has 2 unknown skills that are utterly useless and probably are the reason for something funky happening, annoying him the whole time. Yesterday they are lucky to even be alive, and that's the more reason to kick him out. Besides, the new members are evasion tanks that are popular these days. They can dodge enemy attacks while fighting, unlike Rudd, who can only defend. So basically it's a given Rudd is out decision that is made in front of the whole guild. Rudd accepts it and is about to walk out, but Kailas isn't done with the loser. Since they made no profit yesterday, he snatches Rudd's shield and tells him to get lost. Lilia wishes him luck and Neen has a hard time accepting it. She doesn't want this to be a goodbye. He tells her that he's going back to his village to live with his little sister and asks her to visit him once in a while. They will meet again. Even after everything, Rude can't go back to his hometown of Vansha quite yet. He wonders if Kailas is right about his skills, that he doesn't even know about chipping away at his absorbed shield. Without his realization, that would be a terrible skill to have. Rudd overhears a party looking at the quest board, thinking if they can handle an escort job traveling to Karas. It's next to his hometown. He approaches them, wanting to join their party for that job, even adding that he doesn't need to be paid. They ask him for his rank, and since Rudd spent all his time in labyrinths, his rank on paper is F, the lowest. But when the group remembers that Rudd was part of Hero's party, they welcome him with open arms, and when the client arrives, he feels as if he missed the chance to tell them his rank, so he rolls with it. He does his best to guard the wagon. On their way, they're having the usual stuff happening, but one night it gets really foggy and Rudd has a bad feeling about it. He suddenly notices something in the fog and they stop the wagon. When he goes to inspect, he finds a silhouette of a young girl. The mist clears up. The girl collapses, shivering with fear. He tells her not to be afraid, but because of the wind he notices a magic stone on her chest, which is not normal. A monster was following the girl. It's a forest snake. The snake is enormous and its poison is deadly. Their party isn't equipped to deal with the snake. He tells the girl to hide and provokes the snake to target only him. Rudd tells the rest of the party members to attack it, but they are petrified, unable to come with a plan on how at this rate they will all be wiped out. The snake lunges at the rest of the team and knocks Rudd out, making him dream about his little sister. He awakens moments later and instructs the party to cut it down since he doesn't have his sword. All he can do is tank, and they have to be the ones attacking, motivating the rest of the team to follow his lead. He swears he will block all of the snake attacks and they will win. Rudd gives the signal and all of them attack one after another. But that's not enough. The old man yells that it's preparing for its killing blow, but Rudd can't dodge it. Instead, he takes it full on and defends it once again, giving the command to attack, and the little members, all buffed up, deliver a finished blow to the snake. It's unbelievable for the little ones that they managed to defeat it. Rudd leaves the carving of the monster to them and goes to check on the girl. The little girl is uninjured, but she admits that she has nowhere to go, so Rudd tells her to come with him. He's on his way to his hometown. She gladly accepts. Rudd notes that she can't walk around in rags. The old man walks up and as a thanks for saving his life from the snake, he gives him a red robe for the girl as she runs away to change. Rudd knows after seeing the crystal on her chest that the girl is homunculus. Homunculi serve humans as slaves, so they normally don't travel alone, and he doubts slave traders would enter this dangerous forest, so he doubts she's a slave and wants to take her with him. She's to hear that finally reaching their destination. Rudd parts with the party, but they would like to join them, but he can't as he is in the search of the wish-granting treasure. It can grant any wish and also create a home, and for some reason the party starts yapping about home and not having emotions and their hate for them, that they are not human, and that makes the girl uncomfortable. Rude notices it and stops the conversation. In the end he can't join them, and they part going through beautiful woods. Rudd finally manages to introduce himself to the girl, but the girl doesn't have a name since there are a lot of Luna FIA petals around. He gives the girl a name, Luna, and she likes it, thanking him after setting camp and having a meal. Rudd prepares to sleep, but Luna notices something in the woods. She grabs a knife and slashes the wolves in an instant. This confirms Rudd's suspicion. She must be an illegally created homunculus. She has emotions other homunculi lack, and she can even fight. Normally illegal homunculi are disposed of, but she somehow reminds him of his little sister. He can't abandon her. He wonders if she's this skilled she could have defeated the snake herself. But Luna mentions not having any melee skills. She is a mage. She has one enhanced skill and a support skill. It's called Identify. After a slight pause, Rudd goes nuts, saying that Identify is a very rare skill and only one mage had it. But they passed away. Right now Luna is the only person in the world with the Identify skill. Rudd immediately asks her to identify his skill. She grabs Rudd's hand and uses her Identify skill, mentioning that he has 4 skills. Provoke, the ability to focus the enemy's attention on your self-healthy body, makes him immune to status effects, and boosts natural healing, making the body as tough as possible. Rudd knew about those 2 already, but the other 2 are a mystery. Next skill is Life Conversion, allows him to convert Absorb Shield he depleted into Strength. It's an offensive skill. Finally, he has the Shield of Sacrifice. It allows him to treat the absorbed shields of his allies as his own while protecting his allies. Both his allies' tough and his own increases. Basically, he takes other people's damage. That is the reason his shield was depleting without him realizing. He was defending his party without him realizing it. He was worried about his unknown skills for so long and is glad it's finally resolved so easily. Luna is glad to be helpful. Rudd was kicked out of his party for having skills with unknown effect, but he had the ultimate skills for protecting his allies. He can return facing his sister with head held high. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this.